Yo, welcome back. It's been a minute. For the people that follow me, y'all know why. Before we get started, we're gonna talk some Suns. Um, we took a break because me and my family unfortunately lost my father in April. He was battling with cancer. You guys see, I got a poster of him back here on my wall. Uh, his obituary. It's really cool. I was gonna do a whole little video of our thing with all our family, but I decided not to put all the pictures on my family and stuff up there. So I'll just you know this one little tribute to send my mom up here. It's happened in April, so y'all see it's only been a couple months, and it's just been hard. I don't want to go around what's called because I can't. Obviously, people that's lost a parent, I'm sure you guys can relate. A whole bunch of pictures and stuff of us, as family and all of us obviously in here. But like I said, we can keep it like that. I don't want to get too emotional, too what's called, but appreciate all love, people that have been reaching out, all of that. It's been a little minute, like I said, it really hasn't been that long time. What are we in? July? So really, like I said, it's only really been a couple months, and it's just weird because my dad lived here obviously with us, and I'll be used to waking up and going downstairs. And my dad was always, watching hoops just like me, watching sports, watching ESPN, and he'd be downstairs or he'll be in the garage always. And it's just weird. I'll go downstairs every night or whatever, and I don't see him, and it's been tough. But every time I drive, I drive to work. I work overnights. The part on the freeway I have to merge on to get to work, I actually pass over top of where my dad is buried. So every time I drive past, oh my God, kids, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into the Suns real quick. I want to make a quick video. Um, let's start with Summer Suns. Let's start with the rookies. Let's start with also, and then we'll just get into the Suns' other pieces that they got so far in the off season and all that. And, what else I think they should try to do, and how I feel about the off season. So Summer Suns, I think they might have went like 3-2 or something like that. I wasn't, I don't really be looking for the wins like that. I am looking to see, the guys that are actually going to be playing and we're going to be actually need to contribute right away. And it's obviously, our rookies, and that includes Jalen Bridges, who's on the two-way. Um, I feel like he's gonna have to get, he might have to get a roster spot, bro. It's hard to find wings that got potential to guard and then shoot the way he shoots. He showed at holes. I'm really like he was a real like sniper, and having that size out there and shooting, like I said, a lot of what we was missing last year to me was size. So we can keep somebody out there like him with that has size but that can still shoot. That just helps. I just feel like the last couple of years of Suns, we've always been getting kind of like bullied or we've been small. So um, guys like him should be able to play. All three of the rookies, also Ryan, Jalen, all have size. Um, they all got the potential to play like with these new CBA rules. Everybody knows people like to say the Suns are cooked, all this blah blah blah. Because we went all in. There's a lot of restrictions now, but one of the ways you gotta, get contributors with these new rules is you gotta hit on these rookies. You gotta. I feel like you just gotta throw them in the fire in our situation and let them play early. Um, it seemed to me like Oso is already becoming a fan favorite to Suns fans. Suns fans for some reason love the bigs that can pass and all that which I like too. Don't get me wrong, I love that because that's gonna help. But I value other things a little more in a big. But he does other things that I also value in a big, so that's why I really like him too. I feel like he'll be able to guard, uh, pick and roll, really well switch. He's athletic. Um, I was always talking about last year how we didn't have a lob threat really, and he immediately brings that. Him and Ryan, Ryan's a wing, but he's a lob threat. Like they're both like really really good athletes. Like Ryan's probably to me like a better athlete, but it's pretty close. Like they're both really good athletes. They actually throw them lobs. They both cut. I thought Ryan Dunn showed he could pass. He's smart. He can pass a little better than I thought in the summer league. Like he made smart decisions. He Everyone's saying that he should have been a little more aggressive. I agree. I thought the Summer Suns guard play though was kind of making it tough for them because I think this about a lot of the summer league teams. The guard play is like all over the place because a lot of those guards are trying to score to show their value. They're not trying to pass to show their value, which I don't think that usually works. Like if you show, especially your guard, you show you can do both. Especially if you're a point guard, if you show like you can get guys involved and still get yours. I think teams will value that more. Play some defense. But I feel like a lot of them guards just go out there gunning, and then it's the same for how I feel about the Suns. Summer point guards. I feel a lot of them was out there, trying to get their own. So obviously, all of those rookies will be put in better situations to score because they'll be playing with the big three, and obviously that floor is going to be spread. Defense is not going to pay as much attention to them, so they're going to be able to eat. And I think that's only going to help Brian. My only thing is, I hope he doesn't. Even he starts out the year not shooting too well. Just don't have much. Like, don't hesitate. Shoot it. If you open, they're gonna try to leave you open because they're gonna leave you open. And they're gonna make you prove that you can shoot. So just keep working on it. Shoot the ball. Don't be afraid. I know people with problems with a Kogi because sometimes Kogi be missing his shots, and obviously players get in their head when they're missing. I was just watching the pod the other day with Draymond and Jeff Teague, and Draymond was saying how his shot was cooked just because how he was in his head about it, like he lost confidence. So obviously that happens to pros, but he's a rookie, and I feel like, bro, you just got you gotta let it fly. Like the Suns gonna want him to shoot. Mike Budenholzer is our coach now. He's gonna want him to shoot, bro. I think we're gonna shoot a lot more threes this year compared to last year. Um, but he's good. Now Jalen, that's why I think Jalen can make the roster, just because obviously I think shooting threes is gonna be a big emphasis, but being able to also guard out there and have the size to guard, like Jalen was showing a lot, bro. He could really shoot the dang ball, and his defense looked good to me. Like I don't think he's a pusher. I feel like he can guard, twos, threes, maybe some fours. He's a bigger, taller wing guy too. He has some size on him, and I felt like all three of the rookies were showing like some chemistry out there with each other. That last summer league game, like also was dropping a few dimes. He was dropping dimes to everybody, but he was dropping a few dimes to Jalen on that wing. Jalen quick trigger, like shoot. Every time Jalen shot, I thought it was going in. So there's gonna be times where I feel like they give Jalen that spot. He can, kind of do a lot of things Grayson was doing in terms of spreading the floor last year. But we can also have, more stats out there just depending on the matchup. We could throw maybe Jalen out there instead of Grayson if it's like a bigger team with more wings and stuff like that, more forwards. Like I said, I just always feel like we're always a little too small to rebound and be a problem. Guarding bigger wings be a problem. Guarding on the perimeter, period, is a little bit problem because to me, um, obviously, our stars have to guard, and they're capable. I think Book have a way better year on defense. He's having an amazing showing on defense again, and the Olympics. We haven't got to see KD play. We'll get to them in a second, but I think, like I've been telling people, anyways, I think Book did a full damn near position change, so it was a little weird year, and even then, he still had a new league year to me, just numbers wise. He still had like 27 and 7. So, like I said, I think all three of them immediately can help. I know people don't think that's crazy, but I really think they can help. I think when you have three stars, anyways, it's not like their roles is gonna be something crazy. They all already bring something. Like to me, also brings like how everyone was saying that Nurk can be the connector or a hub at the top, pass and all that. Also can do the same thing, but also I feel like is also already as a rookie a way better finisher. He automatically brings that. So that same stuff they were trying to do with the centers, DHOs, and all that, whatever. Also, immediately can bring that, and it brings it being a lob threat. He got a nice floater, touch on his floater. He immediately can bring that. Ryan obviously immediately brings. I feel like he immediately becomes one of the best perimeter defenders period in the league. Like he has a special, like he's a special like defender. I can tell you can already like the fact that he protects the rim like that as a wing is not normal. We've seen some great, highlight blocks already in the summer league on bigs, all that. Like he's a special defender, so he immediately brings that to where that. This is why I feel like I don't know if it's a hot take to people. Just throw him out there as a starter. I know we have guys like Grayson, Royce that are vets, but to me, neither one of them should be out there as starters to be like the point of attack defender. I feel like we need a point of attack defender and wing out there. And Ryan immediately, like I said, brings that. Um, Obviously, like I said, he's going to have to figure out his offense, his shooting, his jumper doesn't look bad. So to me, that's one of the good things. You always look at a guy's mechanics and the way they shoot. The jumper don't look bad. Like most people, like I said, think it's reps. You heard Jalen Bridges before telling the media that you know he believes that Ryan shoots better than what people give him credit for. Um, we didn't get to see it that much, like I said, in the summer league to me, but I feel like his opportunities and his looks there were kind of because, like I said, I was bringing up the guard play, and then like I say, he wasn't as aggressive, but the defense immediately stuck out, obviously in the summer league. So I feel like you should start him. Um, but on from the rookies, um, obviously we brought in guys like Monte Morris, love that. Brought in guys like Mason. Mason also can like do the DHOs. He also another guy who can throw lobs too. Um, I feel like I said, we went from not really having guys to make you pay to I feel like we have like two centers now that can make you pay. Neither one of them obviously probably going to start because for right now, Nurk is still here. Um, but they can come in like if we have to keep Nurk, just like Nurk's contract and the way he played last year. Like obviously, most people are looking at still ways to upgrade. So moving him for like another center that can kind of just play that rim runner role, protect the rim, stuff like that. That would do a lot for us. But if we're keeping him, at least we can for certain matchups when it's just not for him. Um, maybe the rook, also Mason could take that. But to me right now, that's still our biggest thing to me, issue to me. But we'll see. I really believe in also he's still also a rookie, but I feel like he's gonna have a really, really good impact. Um, he feels a little undersized to a lot of people. He really does. Like I was talking to, my boy E, who I've obviously had on the pod, and my boy Nash. He almost looks like a power forward. If Oso could shoot, like he would be like a big, kind of like power forward. Because the way he can handle the ball. But him also being undersized and making it where it's gonna be harder for those bigger centers to stay in front of him. He was showing in summer league he's really good at doing a fake handoff on the dribble handoffs, going straight to the rim, getting a dunk, getting a floater. I think he's gonna be really good just because there's so much attention gonna be paid to the big three and then the rest of the shooters on the floor. Like they're gonna relax on him and he'll go dunk on your head. Like he can give you a poster. So I'm still kind of worried about the center position. So we'll see what they do. Um, most people I feel like want to attach that pick, one of our picks, a nerd can try to what's called. We got a lot of time. We'll see. But I love, like I said, I like the Mason pickup. He's a smart guy. He could finish. He can get some dunks, just like I feel like Oso can. And then Monte Morris, y'all know all last year I was like the point guard thing was annoying to me, but at the end of the day, they did need at least one on the roster. They didn't have one. My thing pushing back on it was really like we don't need one to start. They're gonna start just two star guards, and you can't. To me, like I said, you can't start three guards. That's another reason why to me we should just start Ryan because Grayson pretty much ended up being a starter last year, but then again, we'll be starting three guards again. And I just hate us starting three guards. It doesn't make any sense to me. Um, then Royce is kind of, he's around the same size as them. So, he can guard bigger guys, so he's a little stronger, what's called like that. But even then, like I feel like we need size in that starting lineup. And then Grayson and Royce coming off the bench. Well, Monte, dude, that's a problem. That's a really good bench. You still got talented guys like Bobo. You can throw there like out there at the 3 or 4, five at times. Everything else. Like I like what I'm seeing, especially if we can get Jalen to be good enough to prove that he can be us another wing out there that we can play. And I like the wings. I like the guard rotations. Then it's really to me just about figuring out that center situation. But in terms of the guard and wing play, I like it a lot. I like what we're working with compared to what we started with last year. I think we got a lot more size on the wing. Um, I believe having Ryan, um, also Jalen, Royce being here. He wasn't here to start with us last year. Ball. Those are all kind of guys that you could throw at the 3/4. Also, depending because he doesn't shoot like that. If we're Oso's at the 4, um, somebody like Bull got to be out there with him, like in the back, so just for the spacing. But you know what I'm saying? It's still like more bigger bodies to where KD ain't gotta. Because like I said, I don't want it where KD has to be down in the paint, picking up center minutes like that all the time. Like that shouldn't be a thing like that this year. I ain't saying just go completely away from it. You can go to it sometimes, certain matchups, but I feel like it should not happen nearly as much, not even close as much as it happened last year. That's why I'm still eyeing to see what they're gonna do. With the Nurk situation, they're gonna keep him, but if they keep Nurk, and maybe Nurk have a better year, maybe finish better. Nurk just to me, really, like I said, finish better. Stop really like looking for fouls. I think that's what I was hurting him a lot last year too. He was trying to get foul calls instead of making layups. Take his time, use his size. I see he slimmed up. But he finished, use his hand. I thought he was good on defense, like actively using his hands. But certain matchups, he's not like a rim protector. So like I said, that's where Oso and Mason come in. Like certain matchups, split those minutes, whatever we got to do. But that's if they're planning on keeping Nurk. That's best case scenario for that. So like I said, so we don't have to see KD playing, the 5 like that. And my last thing I'll touch on because y'all, it's funny, y'all, I'm on like 2 hours of sleep. I work over now. I worked at 12 yesterday. Came home, want to sleep a little bit. I want to record and get this episode out. Get the return. Um, last thing I uploaded was about like 4 weeks ago. So I uploaded that. But in terms of like talking and getting in front of what's called, I don't think I was ready to do all that yet. But we're back. We will be posting this content. We'll have my boy E obviously on here. We keep on posting the IRL hoops. I'm trying to take it serious, go crazy, make Pops proud. I want to make content, media, and be in types, make money off talking basketball and make content and stuff I love. So that's the goal. We're gonna lock in on it. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. Right now, I'm really locked in on the, 2 of our guys are out there in Paris, locked in on that. Some good exhibition games. Uh, KD, we haven't seen KD play, but Book's been having some good. Like Book's just playing well. Like he could just fit in any system, any group of players he fits in because he's gonna do whatever is necessary. He's out there locking down on defense, hitting big shots, hitting threes. Um, tough and one last game. That's his exhibition game. Book's not out there forcing it. He can. I feel like one of these games out there in Paris, he's gonna get hot and they'll look for him and let him. He'll be able to shoot more because I know he's been doing a lot of deferring and being unselfish, but he's one of the elite scorers in the league. So there's at times they're gonna need him to go off. So some of our older guys like Bron, Steph, they don't have to kind of carry that load. But yeah, I'm still excited, ready for some basketball. Still got a lot of the off season left, but we'll be doing pods. When there's Suns news or just any other NBA news. But we're gonna mostly focus on the Suns, obviously. And obviously it won't just be that. We're gonna start posting all type of content. We'll do the basketball content. We'll throw in maybe some little small vlogs, mixed in with the IRL hoop vids, start really getting locked in on this. So that's all I got. Not much to talk about much with the Suns when it's just it's the summer. Summer league's over. Games is good. So now we chill and see what else the Suns do. I should mention how the Suns just had uh hired Brent Berry from the Spurs. He's in the Spurs front office now. He's coming to our coaching staff, so that's interesting. See how he does. Um, I do think, even though I was a Vogel guy too, though. Like I was one of the Vogel's one. He was actually the coach I wanted, but I do believe the offense will look a lot better with the staff we have now because everywhere Budenholzer went, like he get the offense right, and he won a championship. He was a coach for that, that Hawks team that won all them games. So he'll get your offense right, and he has the pieces here where that offense is gonna be explosive. And with just the pieces we've added so far, they all can guard. So, and like I said, we're a lot bigger with the rookies. Monte can guard, Mason can guard. So it'll be a lot better season for us, I believe. So that's all I got. I'll see y'all later. I say y'all miss your pops.